Welcome to the Deep Dive, your essential shortcut for keeping up with AI. This is AI Brief, our 255th Deep Dive, bringing you the key insights you need. Today, we're digging into OpenAI's new jobs platform and certifications. Then there's DeepSeek's self-improving agent sounds intriguing, and Google's big push into on-device AI with EmbeddingGemma, plus a roundup of everything else happening and some, trending tools for you. Okay, let's unpack this. So kicking things off, OpenAI, they're making headlines not just for building AI, but now for helping people deal with it, workforce-wise. They're launching a jobs platform and a certification program. The idea is to boost AI fluency across the U.S. The platform itself sounds quite focused. It directly matches employers with AI-savvy folks. And get this, they have specific tracks for small businesses, even local governments needing AI talent. They've even partnered up with giants like Walmart to build out these certifications, teaching AI skills right inside ChatGPT. And the goal, it's pretty massive. Certify 10 million Americans in AI fluency by 2030, builds on their existing academy stuff. It definitely seems timed with all the White House talk about AI literacy and workforce development. What's your initial take on this whole play?
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it? Certifying 10 million people, that's huge ambition. But the really interesting angle is how OpenAI is positioning itself. They're basically saying, we're disrupting jobs with AI, and we're providing the solution to navigate that disruption. It's a very strategic move.
Strategic how? Beyond just, helping people.
Absolutely. This isn't just about goodwill. By setting up these certifications, they're trying to define what AI fluency even means, likely tailored to their tools and ecosystem. Think about it. OpenAI certified could become like the go-to credential. It shapes the workforce to favor their platform.
Right, so companies start looking specifically for people certified by OpenAI.
Exactly. It creates this feedback loop. And it puts them squarely in competition with platforms like LinkedIn, which is Microsoft-owned.
Yeah.
So that adds another layer to the whole OpenAI-Microsoft dynamic. It's really about building and controlling the entire AI ecosystem, including the people using it.
Ecosystem dominance. Got it. Okay, let's shift gears to AI agents. Big buzzword last year. DeepSeek is apparently working on a new AI agent aiming for a Q4 release this year. Now, this isn't just your standard chatbot. It's designed for multi-step tasks autonomously. But the key bit seems to be that it can learn and improve based on its prior actions. Needs minimal user input, apparently. We've seen other agent-like tools, like from OpenAI and Anthropic, but this self-improvement angle sounds different. DeepSeek's last model, R1, made a pretty big splash less than a year ago, so expectations are high. What do you make of this self-improving focus?
Yeah, the year of the AI agent had a lot of hype, but honestly, many struggled to live up to it. They often needed more guidance than expected. That's why DeepSeek emphasizing self-improving could be really significant. If an agent can actually learn from its mistakes, refine its own strategies without constant human feedback, that's a leap.
So it moves beyond just following a script.
Precisely. It becomes adaptive. It could potentially figure out better ways to do things over time. If they pull this off, it genuinely could be, sector altering, redefining what autonomous AI can actually do.
But is there a risk it's still, overpromised? True autonomous learning is hard.
Oh, absolutely. The risk is always there. The difference in theory is moving from just task execution to genuine optimization based on results. Can it handle unexpected problems? Can it generalize its learning? That's the real test. Self-improving needs to deliver tangible performance gains in the real world, not just be a marketing term.
We'll have to wait and see on that one. Okay, now let's talk about AI that's closer to home, literally, on your devices. Google DeepMind released EmbeddingGemma. It's part of their open source Gemma family. And here's the really interesting part. It's super efficient. Runs directly on phones, laptops. This lets apps search and understand text in like over 100 languages without needing the internet. Think about that. Real-time responses, uses less memory than a photo app, all offline. Google says it's for searching your personal stuff files, emails, messages, keeping that data on your device. That sounds like a huge win for privacy. Developers can even tweak it for accuracy versus speed. And it works in browsers, too, for offline apps. What's the bigger picture here?
It's a really smart strategic move by Google. Think of EmbeddingGemma as like laying the groundwork, the infrastructure for the next wave of AI, which is on-device agents and assistants. For ages, powerful AI meant sending data to the cloud. This flips that script.
So privacy is the main driver.
Privacy is huge, yes. But it also enables apps to just work instantly, anywhere, regardless of connection. It makes AI feel more integrated, less dependent. And given Google's ecosystem, Android, Pixel phones, Chrome, building out these foundational on-device capabilities makes perfect sense. It prepares them for more advanced, private, on-device assistance down the line.
Are there downsides, though? Running AI locally must have limits compared to the cloud.
Sure, there are trade-offs. You can't run the absolute biggest, most complex models directly on a phone, not yet, anyway. The processing power just isn't there. So EmbeddingGemma is brilliant for its specific tasks, understanding and searching text efficiently. But you wouldn't use it for, say, generating complex images or incredibly long documents. It's about using the right tool for the job. Maybe some tasks stay on device for speed and privacy, while more demanding stuff still uses the cloud when needed.
Makes sense. Okay, so those are some major developments. But the AI world moves fast. Let's quickly cover some other important headlines from this week. First, OpenAI again, they're apparently working on their own AI chips, co-designing with Broadcom. Production planned for next year. Seems like a clear move to rely less on NVIDIA, whose chips are, expensive and hard to get.
That's a really significant step towards vertical integration. Controlling your own chip supply gives you huge advantages in cost, performance, and roadmap. Tells you how mature the AI leaders are becoming.
Right. Next, acquisitions. Atlassian bought the browser company for about $610 million. They want to beef up the Arc browser for enterprise use, adding AI features and security. Legal news. Warner Bros. Is suing Midjourney over copyright, alleging characters like Superman and Batman are being used without permission in AI generations.
That Warner Bros. Suit is definitely one to watch. It hits the core issue of training data and IP rights for generative AI. Could set major precedents.
Also, Microsoft announced more AI education stuff at a White House meeting, free Copilot for educators, grants, LinkedIn courses, pushing AI literacy. Then, Lovable launched a voice mode using 11 Labs tech, lets you code using your voice. Pretty wild. AI search startup Exar raised another $85 million, now valued at $700 million. Shows investors are still betting big on AI search. And finally, some executive shuffling. xAI CFO Mike Liberatore is out following other recent departures like the co-founder and general counsel, something to keep an eye on there. Okay, so after hearing all that, you might be thinking, how can I actually use some of this AI stuff? Well, there are tons of tools popping up. Here are a few trending ones right now. First, Comet, that's Perplexity's AI browser, now free for students. Integrates search right into browsing. Warp Code, it's an AI agent from Warp for helping developers review and edit code, manage projects. NotebookLM, Google's research tool, got updates. You feed it your documents and helps you summarize and analyze them. Jan V1 Edge, a new, fast AI search model from Jan. For creatives, Udio generates pretty high-quality music from text prompts in seconds. Needs slides. The VoxDeck uses AI to turn your notes or docs into presentations. Ada helps you analyze your own data using AI, no stats degree needed. Slashy aims to connect your different apps and automate tasks across them using AI. And to trace this one, builds your schedule from texts, voice notes, even screenshots using AI. Pretty neat for organization. Whew. Okay, we've covered a lot today, from OpenAI getting into job training and DeepSeek's potentially game-changing, self-improving AI, Google bringing powerful AI offline and onto your devices with EmbeddingGemma. The pace is just relentless.
It really is. And when you step back, you see these threads connecting workforce transformation, increasingly autonomous AI, privacy concerns driving on-device tech. It makes you think, doesn't it? As AI gets better at learning and operating independently, even right there on your phone, how does our relationship with technology change? What does it mean to be fluent or expert when the AI itself is constantly learning? Where do those boundaries blur? And that's something to really chew on.
Definitely food for thought. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. If you found this useful, please do follow the deep dive on your podcast app and maybe share it with a friend or colleague who wants to stay informed on AI. We appreciate the support. We'll catch you on the next dive.